Hey guys, and welcome to the Farm and Pastor's Wife. I'm so glad you're with me. If now is a great time to hit subscribe and hit that bell notification. You don't want to miss anything. Tonight we're doing a healthy twist on a meal. And in the next, I don't know which video it'll be, but in an upcoming video I'm going to kind of tell you guys which way I'm leaning on my diet, or my new way of living, my new lifestyle as far as healthy eating goes. But that won't be today, but tonight we're going to do a healthy twist on tacos. So are you going to join me? Okay guys, so we are making tacos healthy, and really there's only a couple of things you can do to make tacos. And when I say healthy, I'm going low carb. We're cutting the carbs down a little bit. So there's only a couple ways you can make it low carb. One is whatever you put it in, your wraps. Now I have this wrap, which is carb balanced, and this is probably my favorite. My next favorite, well, actually it's the only other one I've tried. And this was actually the first ones I've tried. But the Olay Extreme Wellness High Fiber Low Carb, Carb Lean. And this one has 4 carbs. This one is a 4 carber. And so is this one. So, but as far as taste and texture, the Mission Carb Balance are my favorite. So what I'm going to do is we're going to have basically soft tacos. Caroline is bringing a bag of chips for them because they're not watching their carbs. So I'm also going to take a few of these and we're going to try cutting them up and crisping them up in the oven. In the meantime, I have some hamburger browning back here. Now another thing we're going to do to cut down is normally I would load that meat up with onions. Onions are high in carbs, or higher in carbs, so I'm not putting near as much onion as I would have. So I'm really just putting a little bit. Whoops, and I spilt most of that. Okay guys, listen, I know I've gotten several new subscribers, and I got them from a wonderful YouTube channel that gave me a shout out. And I had no idea they were going to do that until I started getting these subscribers, and they would say, Granny sent me, Granny sent me. But listen, Mornings with Granny, her YouTube channel, she's got several thousand more than I do, and she is doing great. Anyway, she gave me a shout out, and if you're watching, Granny, I just want to tell you thank you so much. I love it. Thank you so much. And if you are one of my subscribers, please, the original, please go check her out and subscribe to her channel. She's great. So I was honored. I was so honored that she gave me a shout out on her YouTube channel. Speaking of that, I know my channel has hit a growth spurt. Just like a kid. It's hit a growth spurt. So I know a lot of you don't know me very well, and some of you may not know my story. So probably in the next week or so, my husband and I are going to do a welcome video, sort of, and let you get to know me. And we may do it live, I'm not sure. But in case we don't, I've never done a live on YouTube. I've always done my lives on Facebook. So, just in case we don't do it live, if you have any questions or anything you'd like to know about me or my husband, or just any questions in general, if it's too personal, I won't answer it. But go ahead and leave me some in the comments. Anything you'd like to know, I'll jot them down, and when we do the video, it may or may not be live. I don't know how, I just don't know how well it'll do live, but we'll try. And but go ahead and leave me a comment down here, or go over to my Facebook page and send me a message, The Farming Pastor's Wife, and ask me anything you want to know about me and my husband, my family. I have a son who is 20. I have a daughter who is 27. I have 2 grandbabies, one just recently born just a few days ago, and I have Judah, who's 2 years old. And my husband is Bryant, who is a pastor. So y'all ask me anything you want to know, and we'll do a get to know each other video coming up soon, okay? Alright, so I'm working on this hamburger. Another way we're going to watch the carbs, and I didn't know this until you start turn everything around and read the labels. If I'm going to do tacos, you would think I would use taco seasoning, right? Well, as I got to turning it around and reading the labels, it has 4 grams of carbs per 2 teaspoons. 2 teaspoons has 4 carbs. Well, the only other thing I had is I had some fajita seasoning, which is, you know, I can kind of get it like tacos. It has 0 carbs. So out of the 2, which do you think I'm going to use tonight? Because I'm watching my carbs. We're using fajita seasoning. It's close enough to taco for me. Okay guys, I'm going to keep working on this hamburger, getting it broke up. And I'll bring you back when I get it drained and ready to add the seasoning. Okay guys, the meat is done, and this beef was from the grocery. It's a mixture of grocery store hamburger and hamburger from our farm, and it looks like it's pretty lean. There's not a whole lot of fat. What I do sometimes is I push the meat to one side and I'll lightly tilt it up, and if there's a whole lot, I'll get a couple of paper towels. Now, I would not do this on a gas stove because this could get really dangerous on a gas stove. But I just tilt it up and soak up a little bit of that grease if it's not too terribly bad. Now, if it's really heavily greasy, then you want to drain it, like put it in a colander or whatever. And normally I have more paper towels than what I have now. So I'm getting a lot of moisture and grease out. Alright, but I'm going to leave a little bit in there. Okay. Now, I don't know measurements like you would use for taco seasoning, like you would use, you know, half a cup, or I mean a fourth of a cup or whatever. So, let me measure out as we go, and we'll tally it up so I can put it in the description. I know how upset you guys get at me when I don't put my recipe in the description. So here's going in a tablespoon. I'm actually going to go ahead and put another. It wasn't quite a full one. So let me stir this. Alright, I'm going to stir this, and we'll add water in just a little bit, but I want to cook that flavor in there and see if I think it's going to be enough. So I'll bring you back in just a little bit. Okay guys, I just got finished adding about 3/4 of a cup of water. I did, let me tell you what I did. I did also sprinkle, just a light sprinkling of the taco seasoning, not for flavor per se, but a little bit for color. I didn't want to send, my family to think, what are you feeding us? I'm going to add just a little bit more water. Probably added a cup of water. We'll say I added a teaspoon of the taco seasoning. I'm going to go ahead and sorry, Judah's playing his drums, my grandbaby. I'm going to turn the oven on 350. Make sure I don't have anything in there. I don't. Judah! And let's give this a taste to see if I think it's seasoned well or not. So I'm going to tilt you guys up just a little. Oops, sorry. And we're going to give this a taste and see what it needs. It's pretty good if you ask me. I don't think it needs a thing. Oh, he's bringing his drum in here. Judah, where's your pants? Can you see this little head over here? Judah, no. Sorry, guys. His mama needed a little break. Her and her husband have been at home all day with the new baby and Judah, and so we went over there. So we decided to bring Judah home with us for just a little bit. And I don't know what he's going to do. So, all right, guys, let me clean up. I'll bring you back, and we'll work on the tortillas, getting them ready, and getting our condiments ready that's going to go on it. This is going to be a simple taco. Like, I don't normally, like, if I had black olives, I would put black olives on it. And I normally have a lot of stuff to go on it. But tonight, I don't have that much here. I still have yet to go big grocery shopping since I come home from vacation. So I'm missing a lot of stuff. So we're just making a simple meal. We've had a grandbaby born, and it's just been too exciting here to worry about groceries. So you're just going to come with me, and we're going to make this a simple taco. We're going to make soft taco wraps. I'm going to make some chips in case they want to dip or want something crunchy. Sometimes I just miss something crunchy. So anyway, I'll be back in just a little bit. Now's a good time if you want to go check out Granny Mornings with Granny, and then come right back because you got to help us finish this taco. Okay, guys, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the Olay. Excuse me. Little boy. I'm going to use these, and we're going to cut them up into little triangles and see how they do making a chip out of. Now, I've done this before with the excuse me. Okay, as I was saying, in the normal ones of these, the regular tortillas, I've made, they're so wonderful. If you cut them in triangles, spray them down, put some cinnamon and sugar on them, toast them up in the oven. They are delicious. But I'm trying the Olay, and they're a little bit more pliable, so I'm not sure how they're going to work out. But we're going to see. If those of you that have followed me, you know I struggle drinking water. I do not like water. Well, today I have had 4 bottled waters. And y'all, just one is a miracle, let alone 4. So I am tickled pink. Now I'm going to put these on my pizza pan because I want air to get to both sides. I think these may have a little bit more moisture in them than the others do. So I cut it in half again, and then in half again. And I have layered these up. I guess you saw that. 1, 2, 3. I don't know if all these will fit on here or not, but we will see. And you can also spray them and put salt and Parmesan cheese. They make delicious ones. We're just going to leave these plain because these are going to become like a taco shell or a chip, sort of. Hey, Dad.
Hey, babe.
He's in from bush hogging.
You may have to define bush hogging.
Mowing the high grass. The tall grass.
Where at?
In the fields. Not in our yard. They can't see what I'm doing.
But they can see me. That's what they want to see.
Is that important?
Yeah, your viewers are asking for more of me.
You think so?
Yeah. Well, bush hogging is, I've got a 15 foot, it's called a bat wing. They fold out. And so this time of year, because some of your weeds get real high in the cow pasture, you ride it around and you call what's called clip the pasture. So that's what I've been doing. So what have you been doing?
Right now I'm making tortillas, and this is like a puzzle.
It is?
This is like, I'm trying to get as many on here as I can. What? You want, okay.
Y'all hear Judah in the background?
He wants some juice, Papa.
Is the camera crooked?
It probably is, but that's okay.
Why'd you let the camera get crooked?
I didn't mean to.
Yeah.
Alright guys, so I'm just going to get my olive oil spray. I'm going to spray this out. I have this on my pizza pan. You can do it on a regular pan. If you don't have one of these with holes in it, it's fine. I'm just trying it to see if it gets to the bottom. If you're going to flip them over about halfway. I've got the oven set at 350, or it's getting there. Not quite there yet, but almost. I'm going to spray them with olive oil, and then we'll leave them for a few minutes. I'll check them, and then we'll flip them over, and we'll have chips to have with our tacos.
How's the meat look?
Oh, it's delicious. And we used fajita seasoning instead of taco because the taco had carbs. The fajita seasoning did not. I did a quick shake of the taco just for color.
I bet they hear Judah on the drums.
Yes, he's already drug a drum in here.
Say he's all drummed up.
He's all drummed up. All right, let me get my olive oil spray, and I'll bring you back when everything's put together. We're just going to use salsa, sour cream, and cheese tonight. I don't even have any lettuce except spring mix, so we may use fancy spring mix on our tacos because that's all the greenery I have. But we are pulling this together, and we'll be back in just a little bit ready to eat. Okay guys, I'm back before I said I would be back. I was going to show you, I got out my old seasoned, you can tell how well seasoned it is, my bread pan here. And I sprayed the pan with the olive oil. I thought I could go ahead and put them both in the oven. I'm going to spray the outside, and on these, I'm going to put a little bit of pink Himalayan salt. I'm just going to do a quick sprinkling. I should have done this to the other ones, but I didn't. Of pink Himalayan salt. This is basically a trial to see if the chips come out good on these Olay things. So these are going in the next shelf down, and we'll be back in just a little bit. Okay guys, the first batch of chips came out of the oven. They're a little bit brown on the upper side, but if you flip them over, they're perfect. They're really not bad at all. I kind of like things a little brown. But listen, these, if you need something crunchy and you're watching your carbs, this is the way to go. You can spray it with the olive oil spray and doctor it up with anything. You can doctor it up with Parmesan cheese. You can doctor it up with cinnamon and sugar. Whatever you want. Now we're going to taste to see if this Olay thing is, can it get crunchy? So we're fixing to see. And I'm going to lean in so you guys can hear the crunch. Don't fuss at me about being rude. And it tastes good too. Some cinnamon and sugar with some strawberries. You know how the Mexican restaurants, they fix them and they put whipped cream and strawberry. These are good. All right, waiting on salsa. We'll be back in just a little bit. Hey guys, when I said we were waiting on the salsa, it's not because I'm making homemade salsa tonight. It's because the salsa that I had in the refrigerator is now missing in action. So, I have sent my son to the store to get salsa. I guess I should wait on this so it don't get cold. I believe I will. I believe I'll wait. The other batch just came out that I salted. So good. If you need a chip, just make your own. Get these low carb tortillas, make your own. You can make any of those dips that you want to. The buffalo chicken dip, and you have your chip. It's right there. Okay guys, Bryant has come in and we are going to make him a wrap. And he has picked the Olay wrap. He got strangled on some drink.
Yep.
Alright, where does the spoon go? We're going to put... Ooh, gross. What are you saying? Oh, you're getting in my cabinet. Alright, Daddy, do you want it? I was out of lettuce. But I do have organic spring mix. So do you want some of that on there?
Yes.
Oh, will you get out the cheese for me?
What kind?
Shredded cheese. If I can figure out how to get in this box. There we go. Thank you. We're going to put some cheese. He wants to help me. That means he wants me to hold him. Daddy, I need a little spoon. Oops. He's really strangled, y'all. Oh, get me another one while you're there. I need two. We're going to put a little bit of sour cream. Okay. He wants to help me. No. Whoa. Say, uh-oh, scarios.
Uh-oh, scarios.
Alright, you're going to have to hop down while I fix this thing. I'll hold you in just a second. That's open. We're going to put a little bit of salsa on here. And here comes our fancy lettuce.
Fancy lettuce with spinach.
Now, if we had olives, we would be putting olives on here. If we had diced tomatoes, we'd be putting all that kind of stuff. I'll let you wrap it up however you want it. He's going to wrap it up like a fajita. Or a burrito.
Fold the end in. Wrap her over. About like so. Nice and tight. Button the rear up.
Button the rear up.
Yep. What do you think? Y'all ready? So tell me, what is it?
Huh?
So did you do anything different?
It's just low carb. I used fajita seasoning instead of taco, and we've used low carb wraps instead of the traditional ones.
That's good.
Is it good?
Really good.
Really good. You can't really tell the difference, can you?
No.
It's delicious.
No difference.
I want a bite.
Okay.
I'll take a bite of his. That's good. Good stuff. So y'all, remember, go check out Mornings with Granny and tell her thank you. And be sure to like and subscribe to her channel and tell her that the Farm and Pastor's wife sent you over. We're going in here to eat as a family. Then Bubbles, me, I'm going to give Levi his very first little bath. And this sink...
Did you show him Levi?
I have not shown him Levi. This sink over here, of course, I'll clean it out once I finish up the dishes. But this was the house I was raised in. And my mama gave all the grandbabies their first bath in this sink. And I have carried on the the tradition with my grandbabies. So I give them their first bath in this sink. Not a submerging bath, but just a bath. So here comes Mr. Levi.
There he is, look.
Hold your head back.
Can you say hello to the camera? Huh? Look at that body. He was 9 pounds, 10 ounces. 21 and some odd inches long. Huh? And he is healthy.
He is precious is what he is.
Yep.
He is precious.
Our little buddy.
So thank you guys for watching The Farm and Pastor's Wife. I've got some great things coming up. Remember, I've got the
Hey, did you tell him you got a letter from Germany this week?
No, I didn't. Got a
Fan
letter
mail
from Germany. And it was so sweet. It's actually impacted me.
Missionary family, right?
It was a missionary family. And their letter has actually impacted me tremendously. I also got another letter from a lady in West Virginia and a lady from Montana. And all 3 of those letters have impacted me so much. They reached out to me about my health, my diet, and they've actually helped me make some decisions. So,
look at there.
As well as the Lord. I've been praying a lot about this.
And he beautifully looks like his papa, don't he?
Okay, guys, I also have the 2 ingredient biscuit video that kind of went haywire. I mean, like, it's got over 200 and some views.
200,000 views.
Yeah, 200,000 views. I have a lot of questions. I mentioned on that video Formula L. And everybody's like, what is Formula L? What is Formula L? So after this video, probably my next video is going to be me showing you what Formula L is and making Formula L biscuits. So it'll be a good southern home cooked, regular, we'll forget about carbs type of meal for that, because I want to show you guys what Formula L biscuits are. Also, I said leave me a comment down below if you want to know anything about us, if you want to know, if you have any questions about anything, my health, our ministry, our home, our farm. We are farmers, we're commercial farmers. Anything you want to know, leave me a comment below. Go to the Farm and Pastor's Wife Facebook page. You can send me a message on there. Also, let me know if you think I need an Instagram. I'm not sure. I feel too old for an Instagram, but I've had a lot of questions. So let me know what you guys think about that. In the meantime, thank you for watching The Farm and Pastor's Wife, where if the grease is hot enough, you can fry anything. Bye, y'all.